my time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time. Welcome inside Wayne State Fieldhouse, where this afternoon the PSL Championship, the city title, it's Renaissance, it's Cass, and it's coming up next on the Prep. Samstick Day, Chad Bush, glad to have you with us. We've got the starting lineups and a preview of this afternoon's championship game right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back. It's time now for our starting lineups. We'll start first with the 12-8 Cass Tech Technicians. The Green Girls go like this. Caleb Mount, a double-double machine, the Southern Illinois commit at one of the forward spots. Boy, is she special. Liana Lanier at one of the other guard spots. Natasha Schell, the freshman, who also doubles as a swimmer. She's the #1 swimmer in the school, one of the best in school history. Nyla Terrell is another starter on this lineup. And Melise Brown, the guard, at the other spot for Cass Tech, led by their first-year head coach, A.J. Simpkins, playing out of the PSL Blue, 12-8. And the 1987 state champions, the Technicians. Here's Renaissance. Christian Sanders, Harmony Bolton, Amani Johnson, Jabrian Autry, and Anaya Hardy, the fabulous five for Deshaun Wood, assisted by LeBaron German, Kenesha Ward, and Joya Puryear. Wood in his second season. Stick, you look at this matchup, they've already played this year, 20-plus point loss for Cass Tech that Renaissance handed to them. What is it about tonight's game that gives hope to Technician fans that they might be able to pull off an upset here today?
Well, what does their coach say all the time? Adapt and overcome, and that's what you got to do, especially when you're taking on a team like Renaissance. Who my favorite stat about Renaissance is not really even a stat. It's just the entire team runs cross-country with each other. That keeps them in shape. That helps with the team unity. They're 17-1 on the season. But Cass Tech has the deal breaker in Caleb Mount, 21 points a game, 10 rebounds. We're going to see if Anaya Hardy can check her in this game because she's the Louisville commit. She's the big one that's got to hold her down. And there she is, ready to take the jump ball.
Good one to match up. And Renaissance says, Cass says, forget about it. We're not interested in doing the jump ball. You can win it. Renaissance on offense, right to left in white. Cass Tech in the black. Coming out in a zone. Renaissance, number 3 in the state of Michigan in most polls. Right wing Sanders, jump shot short, got her own miss, out of bounds. Back to the Technicians, who get a 1 and out on their first defensive set.
And that's why they gave up the jump ball, so they could just already be set in that zone. They didn't have to scramble, match up, or anything. They had their 4 box, and then they just dropped 1 back. And here comes Renaissance with the press right off the bat.
It's press heavy for Renaissance under Deshaun Wood, former professional player in Europe, just 2 years removed from a fine career. Was the Horizon League Player of the Year in his college playing days. But he's leading these girls right now in Renaissance, who are on defense. First shot of the game for Mount, missed the shot. Rebound, Anaya Hardy, the 6'3 senior.
And that's going to be the matchup to watch all game long.
Good ball movement around the zone. Left corner 3. Down the throat. Touched every part of the rim, but Christian Sanders sinks it, and it's 3-0 Renaissance in the opening game minute.
Yeah, and great ball movement there on that possession. The 3 players touching it, working it around the perimeter for a wide open jump shot by Sanders, who could knock that down with a good percentage.
5 seconds in the backcourt. Mount couldn't inbounds it. She was trying to get it into her teammate, but another look at the 3 from Sanders, who can do it from outside mainly, and so many more things.
And it gets the friendly roll, touching every part of that rim before it went down.
She'll try it again. It's not as nice this time. Loose ball in the backcourt. Good hustle before it's finally tracked down. Another 3. And this time from Autry, the sophomore, and it forces an A.J. Simpkins timeout in Wayne State Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and they've been able to break that zone defense a couple times with that corner 3, and that's why the quick timeout. Autry there, doubling down, 6-0 Renaissance early.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
We're back at it at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Couple substitutions. Ari Parker and Tracy Thomas checking in the game for Cass Tech. Down 6-0 early, Chad.
Yeah, and this was not the position the Technicians wanted to be in, and this possession shows there might be some nerves going on for the girls in green and white. They have taken a couple of losses already to Renaissance this year. They knew they were up against it, but it's the bonus ball that's got this Renaissance team cooking already.
And that's why Coach went to the bench and went with Tracy Thomas, kind of a do-everything Swiss Army knife. Maybe she can move some things around. There you go.
Near steal from Parker. That hot corner, and it's a travel. D. Little said so, and that goes back the other way.
Yeah, that time just a little too sharing. You know, you had the wide open shot. You didn't need that extra pass. Just take that from the corner.
Your officials today, Phil Jones, Kyan Jackson, and Francisco Stasowitz. Left to right we go. Renaissance by 6. Cass trying to crack the scoring column. Shot too strong. Autry with a rebound. Renaissance on the run. This is what they do well. And the fine feed from Sanders to the streaking Hardy. And it's 8-0 Rennie, who went for 2 and got it. with 5:25 to go, and a steal on the inbounds. Pass, right block, Autry missed it, stick back, Hardy, and the foul.
And you know, that all started with Hardy running hard on that last rebound all the way down the floor to get herself an easy layup. Then you get the steal, another offensive rebound right there. Her effort has been unmatched so far early in this game, and we're only about 2.5 minutes in. Hardy shoots 65% from the floor.
Solid free throw shooter as well. Substitutions as Renaissance will check into the game. Michaela Jackson, the senior, at 6 foot. And they'll also check in Victoria Gambles, the sophomore, at 5'4". 11-0 Renaissance over Cass Tech. 5:10 to go. Cass trying to get something going behind their point guard, the freshman Shell. Left wing to Parker, top side, Mount 3, back heel, no. That was Tracy Thomas, rather. And how about the feed from Mount to Parker on the missed shot and the second chance opportunity?
Yeah, I was going to say they should probably start running plays for Mount, but she's making plays by herself, getting the rebound and a nice drop-off pass for an easy layup.
Corner baseline pass, left block, another foul, and it's going to go on Kayla Mount. A.J. Simpkins wants to talk to his freshman point guard.
Yeah, Kayla Mount already putting her imprint on this game.
Free throw off the mark.
On the line for the Phoenix is number 2.
You look at the point tallies this year and all the points compiled, the averages. Christian Sanders leading the way with 13 points a game. Hardy with 12, the top 2 scorers on this team.
Yeah, you got to like Hardy's game, though. Like I was saying, oh, there she is, pressing and leading to the steal.
Steal in the backcourt, couldn't hang on. Great effort by Christian Sanders.
But like I was saying, Hardy, you know, sprinting the floor on that one, and look at her pressing. She is the lead on the press on defense, too. This is what that cross country does for you. That stamina is unlimited.
Both the boys and the girls all ran cross country. Another steal in the backcourt. Sanders is loose, corner. And around the perimeter they go. Cass, little matchup zone right now. Coach Simpkins throwing everything. There's a near steal far side by Thomas. And A.J. Simpkins loves the energy.
Yeah, I don't know if Thomas loved the head slap, though. She was like, ah. Like Coach getting a little too excited, but when those defensive plays happen, that's what coaches love.
They sure do. Look, another look at it, out of bounds, and yeah, it's like a hug. Short corner left, and that's stolen away. Parker says, hey, we can do that too. She turns the trick. Thought about a 3, gave it up. Mount for 3, Splash City. That's a triple by the future Saluki of Southern Illinois, Kayla Mount.
Yeah, Mount, just because she has all that size doesn't mean she's just a low post player. She has nice touch on her jump shot as well.
Originally committed to the University of Detroit Mercy and made a move. 16-footer as a quencher and a fresh-looking jump shot from Johnson. That's the senior, Michaela Johnson.
They're just so well coached. Each set is getting a wide-open look, and they seem to be able to get whatever they want. And then this defense is just relentless.
Really is a relentless defense. You get a look at Harmony Bolton, one of the starters.
Yeah, they just want to push the tempo. They want to keep things going. You know, I keep going back to it, that conditioning that they have. These girls are used to running 3 miles at a time.
Wow, I'm tired hearing about that.
Right?
Man, oh man. There's a foul over the back. Cass breaks the press. The foul goes on Anaya Hardy, the commit to Louisville. The center, it was just a double-double machine this year for Deshaun Wood, the second-year head coach. Steal backcourt. Sanders shot short. And the Chicago commit can't come up with it.
Everything is just so tough right now for Cass Tech.
2:50 left. Dribble drive. Floater off the glass. No. Fortuitous hop to Parker. 4-3. Off the mark. Mount getting dirty on the deck with Hardy and some emotions showing. Good clean play and a jump ball. It'll stay this side of the court.
Yeah, and that's the matchup we all paid to see tonight. I mean, when you have Mount and Hardy going at it on the floor, ripping the basketball away from each other, that's the all-out effort you expect to see in a championship game between Renaissance and Cass.
Dangerous pass into Ari Parker. How about that defense?
Lets her know about it, too.
Oh, yeah, that pass is stolen away and contained in the backcourt.
But that was good disciplined defense by Hardy, staying down and knowing you're the longer player.
Into the post, undersized post defense. Got a stop and a reset to the top of the key.
I believe that should have been a travel. She threw an air ball to herself.
You might be right. No good on the three. Stick back is stuffed by Mount. Parker on the deck getting dirty, along with Hardy. It's another jump ball, and it'll stay on this side. We go to a timeout with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Renaissance by 9. So far, it's been the Phoenix doing their thing, Stick.
Yeah, Hardy was 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, filling up the stat sheet early. Sanders, too, doing her thing.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Here comes Cass Tech down by 9. Parker to the right side to the freshman Shell. Fine feed to Kayla Mount, and a well-dialed-up play by A.J. Simpkins to be proud of.
Yeah, they saw Hardy go to the bench to get a rest, and it's time to attack the middle if you're Cass Tech.
Ball to the corner, baseline dribble drive. Sweet scoop pass, Gino Beasley style. Kick, corner, 3, on the way. He'll know. Parker with a board, and here come the girls in green and white and black today.
Michaela Johnson with a nice jump shot there and a great offensive possession for Renaissance.
Near up and down, turnover either way. The push ahead by Autry. Loose ball, and a whistle and a foul on the floor.
Yeah, Cass Tech just trying to scramble back on defense, but that's what Renaissance wants to do to you. They want to speed you up. They want to force you into making some bad decisions, reaching like that, and getting those early fouls in the possession. Coach bringing Hardy right back in after they saw them get exposed down low on that last possession.
Sticky, look at this game. One team shooting 36%, one team shooting 33%. Pretty even there. What's been the biggest difference for the 7-point margin right now?
The 3-ball. I mean, that's the difference. You can shoot the same percentage, but if you're making more threes, you're getting more points.
Turnover there. Parker flips it over. 52 seconds left. Neither team in the bonus. Of course, 5 fouls will get you 2 shots. Neither team will see that in this quarter. Corner 3, Sanders, no. Rebound. And on the push is Parker, but doesn't have numbers. Takes it anyway and draws the foul. Foul in the post. That's going to go on Amani Johnson, the junior. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, Ari Parker, you said it. She didn't have the numbers, but you know what? When you're down like this in a championship game, somebody's got to get aggressive, right? And that's what you do. You put the onus on the defense to either let you go or take the foul.
Talking with Deshaun Wood, he says, look, it's always physical with Cass Tech. They're a physical team, and that's something we got to match. And so far, we've seen them get physical at times, like you saw there with Parker. You think finesse with Renaissance, but they've had their share of physical plays tonight. That's a split. 6-point game. It was once a 9-point Renaissance lead, or was it an 11-point Renaissance lead? Right corner three is long, and with 21 seconds left, we've got a tie up, and that's going back to the technicians.
And the offensive rebounds starting to pile up. I believe that's the 5th offensive rebound for Renaissance.
My apologies, it's going back to Renaissance. Inbound plays beautifully run, and Anaya Hardy sticks it in. The Louisville commit gets Renaissance back up 8, doubling up Cass Tech.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Sheldon Mount to Parker for 3. Off the mark, 1 of 4 from downtown. And that's the difference in this first quarter. Renaissance with a 16-8 lead at the end of 1 at the City Championships in Detroit.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it. Saw they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Or A.J. Simpkins, as some know him. Good man to talk to, former Marine. And the fact you see that physique and you know he's a Marine, not a man to be messed with, but very nice to talk to. A kind man, 4 active years of duty. We thank him for his service in the Marine Corps. And look, Sticky's been around River Rouge, Groves, and won some district titles, 20 years of experience with that one school, and he was fun to talk with earlier this week.
Yeah, I mean, aficionado of the old school music, too. You got to love that. The life of the party and a Marine, you know he was a wild child back in the day.
I could see you two getting along.
I could see us getting along,
spinning them tunes all night. And yeah, I could see that. Just underway, second quarter.
Yeah, biggest takeaway from that first quarter is turnovers for Cass Tech with 8. That's kind of been the big difference in this game, is being able to hold on to that basketball.
8 points rather for Hardy to lead the way for Renaissance. And 5 points for Mount to lead the way for Cass Tech. There's a foul on the floor. Ball out of bounds baseline right. Cass Tech needs to dial something up. Looking to get some offense against a pesky Renaissance defense that'll press you and run you down and wear you down.
Well, like you mentioned, the shooting percentages are pretty close to the same, but the amount of shots that Renaissance is able to get up has been the difference.
Kayla Mount with a nice rebound and then a better pass to the cutter who had the shot blocked out of bounds. You just see the skill set of Kayla Mount in that play, putting it all together, Stick.
Yeah, that's what she does, and a nice pass right there to Tracy Thomas.
Earns another possession. Parker's going to have to earn it, chasing it all the way back. And this just might be the longest backcourt possession, and nearing 8 seconds and just clearing. How about that?
It's heads-up basketball, though, just saving it and hoping your teammate's there to clean it up.
We'll see if Cass can capitalize. That shot's blocked out of bounds by Anaya Hardy, who's having a whale of a first half already, Stick.
Yeah, she's doing a great job on defense. That's her second block, and as you see, she just keeps her feet on the floor. She's not really buying in and jumping and giving the offensive player a chance to drive into her body.
Parker to Mount, right block against Hardy, up, under, shot, good, or off the mark rather. Drew the foul, which was the mission.
But
she'll
you
go
see
to
the
line.
difference when Hardy leaves her feet there. Now you're giving somebody like Caleb Mount the ability to body into you, and she's going to get that foul call every time. She left her feet for the first time and didn't get a block.
A couple of star-studded Division I players going at it there.
What a shot right there by Alex Westfall.
Ah, yes. The Hunt man was down there earlier making that thing nice and nifty, and Alex's engineering and designing of that angle, pretty special. I think Fish had some insight and designing in that too.
He's got his hands in everything.
Hands in the bowl. The Fish Bowl. 16-9. Cass does get a point out of it. They split the pair. Rip, drive, tough shot. Short corner left runner, no from Nevaeh Otis. And here comes Cass on the move, down just 7. Snell to the hole, floater short. Sanders rebound. On the run. Sanders blocked by Parker, out of bounds, and the technicians will get it right back, playing a little defense of their own, Stick.
Yeah, and that's going to be what keeps you back in this game. And great defense, going backwards, not giving a chance to get your body touched and sending the free throw shooter to the line, but getting a clean block.
Cass yet to foul in this quarter. Playing good defense without a foul, but not without the turnover. And the turnovers have really hurt the technicians in this game, Stick.
Yeah, 9-3 so far, and that's resulted in 7 more shots for Renaissance.
It's really been the difference. Rennie right to left in white. Otis to the corner. Johnson for 3, no. Fouled her own shot like her coach taught her. Corner. Good closeout by Cass. Floater off the paint, off the glass. No, but a foul on the offensive rebound. And Hardy will go back to the stripe. The offensive rebound's really starting to reward Rennie.
And that's the problem when you're in a zone defense. But this take right here draws the defense to her, and nobody's able to put a body on Hardy, who is just using that long frame to dominate down low today. And that is her 5th rebound already. She's well on her way to a double-double.
Hardy, that nice left-handed stroke. The leader in the middle for this team, a young team that can score, incredibly high IQ. Really a team that wants to push tempo. They have the experience in enough spots. And they want to force Cass to play at their pace. And that's what they do right here. They get a steal. Sanders to the rack. Blocked. Passed out. Otis floater. Banker no. And Mount comes away clean. We're still at a 7-point spread.
Yeah, Cass is dodging some of their mistakes right now.
Sure are. Another 3 no. Cass just 1 of 6 from distance. Renaissance 2 of 10 from 3. And to the rack on the run, another foul and another free throw opportunity.
But that's just Hardy running the floor again and doing the right thing. I mean, she's going to put herself in position. Whether she gets the ball on every possession, it doesn't matter. That effort is there every single time they get a rebound. She is on a run out.
Free throw up and good. The winner of this game will play Ann Arbor Father Gabriel Richard in Operation Friendship on Thursday night in a game that we might have coverage of.
It's a fun game to watch yesterday.
Oh, if looks could kill. Yeah, the look I got for that one.
Well, that young lady have 29 points yesterday.
29 for the Rodriguez sister, Ava. Foul in that corner. That's Michaela Johnson getting too close for comfort. And the 6-foot senior's busted for it. That'll be team foul number 4. Next time, it'll be 2 free throws for the technicians.
And you like your player coach on the court, Caleb Mount, coming over, pep talking, letting her know about her positioning. That's what Caleb Mount brings to your team. not only the X's and O's.
Mount leads Cass right now with 6 points. That inbounds pass was deflected and eventually stolen. That's another turnover for Cass Tech. As they continue to tally up, that's number 11. And that's been a big part of why Cass has not been able to keep possessions.
Yeah, and that goes back into it. I mean, the shot count just keeps getting bigger and bigger separation. You know, when I talked about it last time, it was only 7 more shots. Now it's 10 more shots.
Man. Missed shot. Mount says, give me that pill. Parker on the run. 2-on-1 developing. And it's knocked out of bounds, and that's going to go back to Renaissance. They're going to say the Phoenix never touched it. So great defense both ways, and a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, tip of the cap to the official for not making any call there. It was just an incidental, loose ball out of bounds, and now they got the right call going back to Renaissance. My time to shine. He took over.
Got it, splash! And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
The pride of Detroit Crockett, a 2003 grad, Deshaun Wood, and a guy that was the Horizon League Player of the Year in 2007 at Wright State. Played pro ball in Germany, 2-time European Best Offensive Player, won the German Cup. Fine professional and collegiate career, and he's doing it now at the high school level as a coach. Cass just defending multiple shots, multiple possessions in one side of the court. How long can they hang in this game, Stick? It's only an 8-point game. It feels like it could be 20.
Yeah, you just got to hope that Renaissance keeps missing their shots like that. But, you know, we keep going back to the counter. Now it's up to 12 shots. It's just the difference just keeps growing because Renaissance is only shooting 23% from the field. It's not like they're lighting it up.
Both teams relying on getting contact at the rim, and second chance opportunities like that. Anaya Hardy sticks it back. How impressive has number 2 been in white tonight?
Yeah, that's her 7th rebound. I'm not sure how many on the offensive end, but they are being dominant on that glass.
10 of the 17 rebounds have been offensive. Bounce pass on the baseline right, and that'll go into the Renaissance cheering section.
Renaissance throwing a little wrinkle in their defense, switching to a zone right there. But here you get another nice look at Hardy ripping down the rebound, just finding the angle and able to lay it off the glass.
The leading scorer in the building right now with 11 points and 7 boards. Anaya Hardy putting on a show. The Louisville commit. Corner. Autry on the deck. Rip drive. Johnson laying good. That's Amani Johnson with an eye. The junior at 6 foot who does it all, plays multiple positions.
Yeah, kind of just the parting of the Red Sea there. She was able to just drive right to the rim and lay it in.
That green paint turned to a Red Sea quickly. But the quick answer from the freshman in the corner, I believe that's Shell. Boy, it's hard to see those numbers.
That was Shell, number 12.
Thank you.
Yeah, and a much-needed shot. I mean, this game was starting to get a little bit out of control for Cass Tech.
Shot up and a foul. I believe it was on the shot. It will be on Ari Parker. And on Ari, that's her 2nd foul.
And they're calling that on the floor, so Renaissance will inbound from underneath the hoop. There's the take right there. Just, you reach, I teach.
Correction, that's her 1st, and that's a steal in the backcourt by Terrell.
Oh, quick hands there by Christian Sanders. Deflecting that pass, making it almost impossible for Cass Tech to hang on. And yet another turnover, 14 in this first half for Cass Tech.
They're really starting to corner three, long, and gathered and rebounded, and another offensive chance for Amani Johnson. Kick to the corner. Sanders will prolong the possession.
Yeah, Renaissance is really playing smart basketball right now, running their sets. They know they got this corner three pretty much whenever they want it.
Corner three, no. Fight for the rebound. Stick back too strong. And here comes Lanier, but she lost it. Left hand layup good by who else? Miss Hardy. And A.J. Simpkins seen enough and wants timeout in Detroit.
Once again, defense leading to offense. Rebound, you finally get a run out, but a quick steal and a great pass to Hardy, who just lays it in for her 13th point of the game.
This is the PSL City Championship. Glad to have it for you on the prep. He is Sam Stick Day. My name's Chad Bush. Right now, Renaissance is out to their largest lead of 11 points. We saw a unified game that was a dandy. It was a game winner and a banker on a shot by Isaiah. And Henry Ford won by a point. And in this one right now, it's Renaissance and Cass, and we'll see Renaissance and Cass on the boys' side coming up after this one.
Yeah, both schools got to be very proud of what they've accomplished so far this season, pushing both teams to the city championship, and no better facility than right here at the Wayne State Fieldhouse.
They really got it right. Of course, it's a combined effort by the trio of the city of Detroit, the Detroit Pistons, and Wayne State University, and we're glad to be a part of it on the Crew side, the Wayne State side, and we hope the city of Detroit has our back too. It's the trifecta.
If you got Detroit that has your back, you got everything.
They have always had our back in events down here. It's been fabulous. It's been a great, inviting arena, and it's a selective group that get in here now. And the PSL plays their championships here, and it's a great relationship. Jay Alexander, the director of the PSL, who we'll talk to at halftime, of course, has roots at Wayne State. He's a former player and also a former head coach in baseball. Jay was fabulous here.
And like you said, this is going to be sold-out arena tonight as well for Cass Tech Renaissance.
That's right. It's already sold out.
So the PSL doing their thing, too, to make sure it's a great relationship all the way around with the great fans showing up.
It's been a fun event. Right now, Renaissance with an upper hand and a patient possession here, Stick, maybe their longest of the ball game.
And they're just doing the right thing, though. They haven't gotten a good look, and they're waiting for their shot.
Hardy double-teamed in the post, shot up, no good. A.J. Simpkins wanted a travel. They didn't get it. Free throws again for Renaissance. Getting it to Hardy.
Yeah, Nyla Terrell grabbing lower there, and then Hardy's just too strong down low on that block. She's long and slender, but she's bodying people down there right now.
And she's back to the free throw line. 3 of 7 in the ball game. But Hardy takes advantage here. She has 14 points to go with 7 rebounds.
Couple blocks as well.
Oh, yeah.
She's the head of the defense in the zone. She's getting out there and running on fast breaks. She's doing it all.
Heady player as well.
And she doesn't look tired. It doesn't even look like she's sweating.
Yeah, you're right. Well, when you're running cross country, I mean, this is nothing. They got to run like 3 miles in 18 minutes. It's crazy. Another steal by Renaissance, and they forced the 14th turnover of the game. Corner 3, Splash City. That's Deuce. That's Autry with a triple, the sensational sophomore. And it's got Rennie out to their largest lead of 15 with under a minute to go.
Yeah, they feel that she's the next star on this team. She's going to take over next year, and she's the future of what Renaissance basketball on the girls' side is going to be.
Steal from over the top, the double team help. Sanders on the run in the final 35 seconds. Another three. No, the heat checker rolls deep.
That's exactly what that was. She was feeling it from the last time. I thought, you know what? I don't care if there's 30 seconds left. We're slinging this one up.
Why not? Got a little cushion. Their biggest cushion of the game for Renaissance, the state's number 4 team. Cross-court pass deflected with high active hands from Amani Johnson, the 6-foot junior. Substitution for the technicians. They will check into the lineup. Lariah Lanier, the freshman. And A.J. Simpkins will have a chat with his reserve guard. 13 seconds left. Mount on the post, missed the shot. Stick back is loose. Getting in there is Lanier. Couldn't come up with it. And we got a whistle in the backcourt. And Deshaun Wood calls a timeout with 4 seconds left, wants to get the possession set.
Yeah, much better defensive set there by Hardy. Remember, we talked about her leaving her feet, and Mount was able to get to the free throw line last time. That time, she stayed down, made Mount shoot over her, and it's just so tough to do that. And I mean, my goodness, 36 shots to 17 right now for Renaissance. And they're both shooting around 25%, but when you could take that many more shots, I mean, we're talking 19 more shots, Chad.
Man. Well, the turnovers been a big part of it, and the offensive rebounds have been insurmountable.
That's all of it. You know, we talk about it. 16 turnovers. That's a game time, but 13 offensive rebounds as well. Just a game changer.
Yep. Part of this long Renaissance team. They've got 4 seconds to work with now. Got to hustle. Inbound to Sanders. Sanders at midcourt. Ahead, tipped out of bounds with 0.4 left. Active hands there by number 20, Nyla Terrell.
0.4 is enough to get a shot off. We saw it with Derek Fisher many years ago in the NBA for a game-winning shot.
Derek Fisher reset. 0.4. 3 at the buzzer, short. And that is all for the first. But it's Renaissance by 15 stick at the break and a dominating first half performance.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Welcome back to Championship Sunday. The city championships are upon us in the PSL.
Yes.
Grateful to be here with the director of athletics of the Detroit Public School League. Jay Alexander joins us. Jay, thanks for joining us. When times are a bit somber, and we'll lead with the celebration of the passing of Mikhail Covington last Monday. Sad news. We're hurt by this. Yeah. Kyle was a friend of ours,
Absolutely,
too.
He was.
And we feel this with you. But certainly this is a deep, deep loss for you, the district, the city of Detroit.
Yeah, it's a crushing loss, actually, especially for the city of Detroit because he was a servant, right? His whole thing, his whole mantra, his whole family mantra is to service, to give back. You know, when people think about him and what he's done and who he is, they think about the greatness, right? That it was Kyle Covington and greatness, who is his family, and his mom paved the way for that. She was one of servants, and you know, his love and the way he did things just permeate throughout everybody he touched. And what a difficult time that my team and others around him are having.
Just a kind spirit, a giving spirit, and a guy that played football, growing up, successful career at Detroit DePorres High School.
Yeah, state champion.
And this guy was behind soccer like nobody's business in the PSL.
It's the craziest thing ever.
He was the biggest ambassador for soccer. He loved the game.
He did.
And he was really growing the game in the city.
He was, man.
I mean,
our numbers were tripled.
Yeah,
right
just
now
one of the
soccer.
few things.
Yeah. And you know his nickname for football was Stump because they couldn't move him. I learned that at the visual at DePores the other
Is that
day.
right?
But no, man, he was just, and he was so much into soccer, you wouldn't even think he was a football guy.
Yeah.
We went to DCFC. He had on a scarf. I'm like, what you got on? He's like, this is what we do in soccer. And he's got his eyes lit up. He's going nuts. And so I'm like, what, really? He's like, yeah, right? I'm like, okay. And then I find out he's been in Europe in soccer matches. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, man, what a great individual. And his family will be here today. They'll be across the center court right there with those white signs across the center court. So, but yeah, man, love it. That's awesome.
So fun.
That is him too, man. Wow. That's amazing. That's him. That is him.
Kyle Covington gone too soon at the age of 37 last Monday.
Yes, sir.
And we will celebrate him today.
Yes, we will.
Again, apologies and sorrows for the loss.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
This is a day of celebrating the city's champions.
Yes, it is.
We saw a champion already crowned, and congratulations to the Henry Ford Trojans on the unified title. That was a great game.
It was. Last second, they got a key steal. The coach was telling them hold the ball. He takes it to the hole, gets stolen, and the guy goes down for a layup.
What do the coaches know anyway?
That was amazing, but it was a great time. So we're excited about it.
It's been a really strong year for the Detroit Public School League in many areas and growth. You guys continue to build projects and buildings and continue on timelines and milestones. Get us up to speed about some things that you're proud of that have happened so far this year and that you have planned for the remainder of this year.
Yeah, we're growing sports, Chad. I mean, our numbers are increased. We went from, when I started, 2,500 student athletes to now 8,400 athletes. We've added sports. We've added wrestling at multiple schools. We've added soccer. I mean, we've done it all. We continue to provide growth for our students to become student athletes. And that's what's key to us, and that's our mission, to give them an opportunity to play college sports and go to college, right, which is the biggest thing. GPA is up. I think we had like a 2.82 average of all student athletes.
Nice.
So GPAs are up. We had a multiple 4.0s, like over 100 and some odd, 4.0s. So actually 300, I'm sorry. And so we're excited about the opportunity to be student athletes and put a good product out on the court in the fields so that kids from all over say, I want to be a Detroit Public Schools kid. And that's what our goal is.
Two of the better schools in the city of Detroit and the PSL are going at it for the next two games. It's Cass Tech against Renaissance, and these are two of your premier programs in the city and schools. And you talk about the academics and the athletics and it all coming together. These two schools represent that in so many ways.
They do. They really do.
Kind of neat to have both teams, both ways for both genders.
It is. And what a great year for both of those schools and that they've had, and they continue to grow. But again, we got so many other, good schools and doing great things, and they just fell short this year. This year was a tough year. Coach Warder King lost his point guard to transferring out to one of the academies, and so did Steve. He lost the best player in the country, which was unreal. And there was no need for him to go anywhere because he's already was solid. He had an offer from every college. So, but it is what it is. The NIL and all of this stuff is being thrown around, and it makes it difficult for all these coaches. But the PSL is doing good.
State champions a year ago were the technicians on the boys' side. Detroit Renaissance made a deep run on the girls' side. They're primed for another one.
Yes.
Must feel nice to have both the teams before us really have a solid chance at making it all the way again.
Yeah.
And getting to the Breslin and doing some damage. That's got to be exciting.
It is exciting, and I'll tell you what, Steve has done a great job, a great coach, and his players follow his scheme. I mean, they're small, they're not big, but they're tough, and they follow, they play defense. So, but on the flip side, John White over at Renaissance, those boys are fun to watch. I mean, they are going to be 5 guards all over the floor. They're going to be shooting threes from half court. They're unselfish, and we're excited.
The girls' game ahead of us also showcasing the Renaissance team, and look, they're also picked by many to go deep. What do you like when you look at their roster and the games you've seen this year?
For the girls' side, Renaissance, I just like their senior leadership and their experience. I think that as long as they got their experience, they're going to continue to do well. And they were a little upset last year, and they were upset losing the Operation Friendship game. So to Gabriel Richard when they did. So they're poised and ready to go. They got a good coach who's a professional, played professional basketball, and so he's getting them ready.
Operation Friendship will be Friday.
Would be Thursday for the girls at 6 o'clock. We're only having one game.
Thursday, 6 o'clock
for the boys,
girls.
Saturday at Callahan Hall.
Awesome. Okay. And it'll be perhaps Renaissance and Gabriel Richard, who won last night in the Catholic League. Perhaps Cass Tech against Gabriel Richard. We'll find out here shortly.
Yes, we will.
We'll leave you with this. You all are also honoring Ben Kelso.
Oh, yes, we are. Can't forget about that.
Your thoughts on honoring Ben Kelso and exactly what he's getting honored for, and the nice deed you're doing for him today and giving him his due.
Yeah, well, the players came to me and they asked and they said, what are we doing? And I said, well, we can do whatever, And so that's what we need to do more of. We need to honor more quality coaches like Perry Watson and just the ones that came before them, just to say, okay, thank you for being a part of the public school, putting them on a map where we were.
Yeah.
But I and my staff and us need to do more of getting more involved. And so it starts with doing a Hall of Fame, which we've talked to a couple people trying to get a committee, but it's difficult because we just don't have a house for the Hall of Fame yet. And so that's where I'm dragging my feet at, but we still need to move forward. And so they're giving me that push, which I'm thankful for it. And so I'm going to continue to try to grow.
Well, congratulations. We'll talk to Ben Kelso later on in the program. We're honored to have your presence here in this booth.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having us here today to call the city championship. It means a lot to us. Appreciate your trust.
Yes, sir, Chad. Absolutely. Appreciate you guys.
You bet. That's Jay Alexander, the Director of Athletics in the Detroit Public School League. We move on here at halftime between Renaissance and Cass. Second half action coming up. Stick and I will break it down and give you stats, highlights, and much, much more coming up right after this.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Chad and Stick back with you. Welcome back to the PSL City Championship Sunday. He is Sam Stick Day. My name is Chad Bush. Alex Westfall is driving this ship today.
I mean, looking at some of the first half stats, we were talking about it pretty much all first half. The turnovers, 16 for Cass Tech. Offensive rebounds for Renaissance, 13. And then the difference in shots, 22 more shots.
Wow. Parker's pass is tipped by the long, lanky Renaissance Lady Phoenix defense. It's been a headache all day, and it's responsible for a lot of what you just spoke of. Parker high on the left, being checked. How about that defense? Jabrian Autry, the sophomore, a defensive wizard performance right there.
And that's just the extra effort that Renaissance has been bringing all game long. There were 3 Cass Tech ladies around this basketball. Look at 1, 2, Cass Tech, and look who gets it, number 22. That's the effort.
Wonderful. And she gets rewarded with a nice pass. Fortuitous skip to the corner, Splash City. When it's going right, it's going right. and it is right now in Midtown Detroit for the Lady Phoenix.
Yeah, able to get an assist after getting that possession back for your team, too. That's the basketball gods rewarding you.
18-point lead for Renaissance, who have proven in the regular season they're the best team in the city. But that always doesn't result in a city championship in the PSL title game.
Yeah, in any good league, sometimes winning the season is probably the worst thing that can happen to you. But not for Renaissance.
Michaela Johnson, Splash City. Blackjack 21-point lead for the Lady Phoenix, who are just creating all kinds of opportunities right now.
Yeah, it's starting to rain threes here in the second half from all over the place. So there you see her right there, Michaela Johnson, taking it up 19, 20.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
There you see the Renaissance profile. The Lady Phoenix having a whale of a season. They're not out of Plainwell, Michigan, though. They're out of Detroit. 8-0 in the league in the DPSL Blue. How about 2005 state champions? And how about Robin Given, 1982 grad, valedictorian, went to Princeton, and most recently working as a fashion editor for the Washington Post. Very cool.
Yeah, Plainwell must be a subdivision of Detroit that I did not know of.
Yeah, well, we missed on that, but that nugget from Austin Sonnenberg was special. I like that. Good find. Now then, 6:16 to go in this third quarter. Renaissance by 21. What does Cass have to do to get back in this?
Quit turning the ball over. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're shooting about the same percentage, but they're just not getting the volume of shots that they need.
Breaking news at halftime, Kayla Mount won Miss PSL. She took that last shot, ball out of bounds. Cass will keep it. Congratulations to Kayla Mount, the Southern Illinois commit, getting rewarded the queen of the PSL in 2024.
Monster numbers on the season, 21.4 points a game, 10 rebounds. At any level, putting up those numbers, you're elite.
Sanders with an elite pass to the corner, gets the return feed. Top side three on the way. In and out, no. Stick back. No, from Hardy, but a reset to the top side. And the Lady Phoenix just getting all kinds of shots in one possession. Right corner three, Splash City. Michaela Johnson with another one, and they're starting to come from all kinds of sources, Stick.
Yeah, they had their pick at any shot they wanted on that possession. Michaela Johnson now 3 of 7 from downtown. But, man, they could have chosen 1 of 3 shots that were good looks.
Cass is forced here into a turnover thanks to the sticky defense from Victoria Gambles, the sophomore point guard. And here's another look at that corner tray.
Yeah, she's so comfortable from that spot. That's her second of the half from pretty much the exact same parquet square.
Of course, this is the home of the Wayne State University Warriors. Down low, Hardy laying good. And Renaissance is really starting to run it up now, up 26 with 5 to go in the third frame.
And that's just perfect basketball. High-low operation, finding your big ceiling at the right time, and a beautiful pass.
Parker with a Euro step and a block. And Kyan Jackson said so.
Cass Tech came into this game, and you can even see it at halftime. Their bench was into it. They were clapping hands. They were all excited, and it slowly started to unravel for them here in this third quarter, and it happened very quickly.
Parker 1 of 2 from the line today, but a rough shooting performance, just 1 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 4 from downtown. They really rely on her three-point shooting, and it has not been there. It's not all on Parker, but she's somebody they've missed here today.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you miss one of those big players, it hurts you in a championship game, but that's where other players got to step up. That's one of the fun things about calling amateur-type games, Chad. We see it all the time. The bench player coming out of nowhere and becoming the hero.
And the offense is one half of the ball, but how about the other side, the defense? And how about Parker there forcing the turnover?
Yeah, their defense has been unreal today.
Corner three, long, offensive rebound. Picked up by Lanier and back the other way.
Stolen away by Hardy. And that's it. Even when they get the offensive rebound, multiple hands on the ball.
Johnson for three, and Renaissance starting to run away up 28 with 4.5 left.
Whatever they did with Johnson at halftime, they need to bottle it and repeat it every single game. She has come out on fire with her third three of the quarter.
14 points now for Michaela Johnson, 12 in the second half. Stick back, Parker can't get it to go. Mount with a power layup, yes, to break the run by Rennie.
And that is why she's the PSL Player of the Year. When she gets the ball on the block like that and takes her time, she's almost unstoppable.
No doubt.
Speaking of unstoppable, Hardy with another easy layup. 19 on the game for her.
4 in the second half. Timeout. 28-point lead for Renaissance. Shane Lawal with a timely entrance to the booth. We're back to Detroit after this.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse, the PSL Championships. Cass Tech taking on Renaissance. Renaissance up 44-16 here in the third quarter. And a look at Cass Tech, Division I, 6-2 in their league. Enrollment around 2,400, and just phenomenal athletes come out of Cass Tech year after year, and also artists and everything else that contributes to society.
Yeah, it's always fun to look up the Wikipedia on Cass Tech and the entertainers and Motown, and not just athletics, academia, entertainment, all around. Both these schools fabulous, proud programs in the PSL in many ways.
There's a look at your player of the year right there, Caleb Mount. She's got to be frustrated with this game. You know, I'm sure when they went to bed last night, they did not envision 44-16 on the scoreboard. But that's one thing about Cass Tech. You know they're going to play with pride and fight the whole way through.
Yeah, you'd think the run's coming, and not that Renaissance is in jeopardy, but look, you got the state playoffs to prepare for, and how this game ends, Stick, is going to be important, I think. I think you're exactly right. Hardy laying good. It's a clean 30-point lead for the Lady Phoenix with under 3 to go here in the third.
Hardy just looks unstoppable in that pick and roll. When they get her in motion with all of her momentum going to the rim, she keeps that ball high. It's impossible to block.
21 for Hardy to go with 9 rebounds. And a turnover for Cass Tech.
So 22nd.
Wow.
Not going to win a lot of games turning the ball over 22 times, but hand it to Renaissance. They've been pressing since the jump ball.
They have run. The endurance is there on the offensive side here. Banker no good. In all seriousness, how much do you think the cross-country running helped? More for conditioning or more for continuity and having a communal effort?
You know, it's both. Whenever you can play multiple sports with the same people and actually like those people. So, it can't be forced either. Just because I keep putting you on the same team doesn't mean you're always going to become friends and always going to gel together. So it's got to be a combination of all these girls' personalities coming together, the leadership, the right leaders at the right time, understanding succession and understanding who's up next, and accepting your role. But the conditioning doesn't hurt, Chad. I'm telling you that much, especially when you're going to press all game long.
You're right about that. That's Mackenzie Kiles who gets the hoop and the harm. Yeah, I think it all comes together just nicely. There's concern across the way. A Renaissance player will check out, an injured player. I believe it's Anaya Hardy.
Victoria Gambles.
Victoria Gambles, thank you. Sorry for that. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 2:03 to go in the third PSL City Championship. We're the Prep. Thanks so much for watching, subscribing, liking, following. You're the best. Thank you so much.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Our YouTube channel. If you would, could you please subscribe? It's free. You won't regret it. And if you want to unfollow us at any time, go for it. Join our sponsorship team today as well. info@theprepsports.com. Thank you for following us on our social medias and watching here today. He is Sam Stick Day. My name's Chad Bush. Right now, the girls' city title is in the hands of the Renaissance Lady Phoenix, who are out to a dominating lead right now. They once led by 30 stick, and it's really started to get away here in the third with this Rennie run.
Yeah, this third quarter really has gotten out of control, and it's just been more of the same that it was in the first half. Turnovers, offensive rebound, but really Renaissance has started to shoot the ball a lot better. That's why it accelerated.
18 points already in this quarter, and Renaissance with 90 seconds left looking for more. Sanders to the corner. Three ball on the way, long. But the loose change back to Renaissance. Fire another, Sanders no. Offensive rebound, Hardy no. Got her own miss, stick back, rejected by Miss PSL. Out of bounds.
Yeah, that puts Hardy at a double-double now. 21 points, 10 rebounds, and of course another offensive one. That's the 16th offensive rebound tonight for Renaissance.
Couple blocks for both teams. Mount with her second. Inbound Sanders, three ball long. Mount with a big girl rebound, and here come the technicians right to left. A minute left. Crossover, kick. Mount, open, three. Got it! Second of the game, Kayla Mount with a triple.
Yeah, Hardy was just sagging back underneath the rim, almost daring her to shoot the three, and she knocks it down without hesitation.
Shown a soft touch from outside and inside. Splash City, rattle home triple. Michaela Johnson again. That is her fifth triple of the game. She has 17.
5 of 11 from downtown. I believe the majority of those, and not all of them, coming here in this second half.
I think that's right. 8 triples and 29 attempts for Renaissance. There's a strip and a steal. Sanders going to go coast to coast and lay it in as we look to close out the third quarter. And a heave from half court. and it's Renaissance who's crossed the half-hundred mark at the end of the third. A big number, 23 points in the third quarter, and the Lady Phoenix in line to win their 4th straight PSL title.
My time to shine. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dipping it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back to the PSL Championship Sunday. In memory of our good friend Mikhail Covington, who left us all too early back on Monday. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Covington family. Mikhail was a good friend of the program, and we will never forget him. Three-pointer, no good. Lady Phoenix come away with it.
Renaissance scoring 23 points in that third quarter alone. They'd be winning this game if they just counted their third quarter score. That is how dominant they've been in this championship game.
Really says it all. Mackenzie Kyles the other way has injected some life, and she gets busted for the offensive foul. A heady play by who else? Miss Hardy.
I mean, they're up 29 points, and they're still playing proper basketball, getting in right position. Hardy once again impacting the play on every single level in this game. I can't speak highly enough about what she's done everywhere. There we go. Add that to it. How about a little mid-range jump shot that we hadn't seen? There's nothing this girl can't do.
Hardy stepping out. Did they give her 3, or is that a long 2?
It was a 2, but it was,
yeah.
I mean, it just showed she has range. That's the one thing we really hadn't seen tonight.
She went to the farthest of the mid-range you could go, the 19-footer. Showing off now.
Upper middle range.
Mount shows mid-range and a 12-footer that she buries, showing off that 3-level scoring ability.
Yeah, Mount's been an impressive player this whole game. She just really hasn't had a ton of help.
A little trap. Renaissance makes them pay again. The three-point barrage. Michaela Johnson, 6 of 12 from downtown. Give her 20 points.
Yeah, we thought Hardy was running away with the point total for the team at 24, but here comes Johnson just raining threes here in the second half.
A lot of competition for that G of the game. And the voting board will have some tough decisions. Ball on the deck, picked off. Kicked in the backcourt and collected by Terrell. Nearly stolen again. Parker to clear. And the pass to Mount, a reckless one, bailed out by a foul.
It is literally like Renaissance has 6, 7 people on the court. They are just everywhere, going after loose balls, draining three-pointers from the corner, breaking up passes, triple teaming whenever Mount gets the ball down low.
A lot of the same core this year, but a few new players have stepped in into some supporting roles. The mentality, the hard work, the high expectations all remain for Renaissance this year. And the expectation to win the city title was there. And they haven't blinked here tonight in Detroit. Step back 3, Parker short. Hardy with a rebound and a travel. Maybe the only thing she's done wrong tonight.
Yeah, I'll take that. Really not much more she has to prove this evening. And you're wondering at what point does Coach go to his bench and get some of his bench players that experience in a championship game playing against a Cass Tech.
Cass basketball high on the right, 5.5 left. Renaissance with a 33-point lead and a turnover again.
Little Rick Mahorn action, just pulling the chair and not giving that pressure back. And next thing you know, happy feet.
You used to do that at St. Mary's. I remember that move.
Yeah.
George Port taught you well.
I did not have the skill set to compete otherwise.
Oh, stop it. Cass Tech with 25 turnovers in this game. Renaissance with 7, and they've got it now left to right after Cass can't convert. Corner 3 again, no, but an offensive rebound and reset for the Lady Phoenix, thanks to Autry. Corner 3 this time, Splash City. Guess who? It's Johnson. That's her 7th triple tonight. She's 7 of 13 from distance stick.
Just watching the ball movement on that last possession was just textbook basketball. Finding the open person, getting the open shot. Then when they missed it, they get the offensive rebound and start the process all over again. Nothing is rushed.
It's been impressive. What a run it's been. 17-1 for Renaissance on the year. The only blemish was to Edison, a 46-38 loss back on the 8th of February, as you see the triple from Johnson, her 7th of the night. Into the paint, hook shot, Glasser, good. Get out of here. Anaya Hardy showing the smooth operation through the green paint.
She is having a whale of a game. And, you know, she feels Johnson catching up in that point total. She said, you know what? I'm going to bring out the hook shot.
26-12 for the Louisville commit. Pass knocked away by that long, lanky team. Johnson starting to jump on the defensive side. Look at her stroke. And how about that by Hardy banking it in?
Especially going left-handed. I know she is left-handed, but still, as a defender, you're so used to guarding people going over their left shoulder. To switch it up is completely different.
Looks pretty. Whistling a foul on the floor. Kyan Jackson said so.
Leah Wade, the sophomore, checking in the ball game for Renaissance.
Foul is on number 22 Renaissance, Jamie Autry. Her third.
First time we've seen the sophomore. It's a sophomore, senior-heavy team. Parker working against Sanders. And a little bit of zone here, it looks like. Step outs, 3, no good. Shot off the hands of Thomas.
Wow, what an outlet pass. That was in stride to, of course, Hardy. But, man, that pass was something special.
Is that Autry on the outlet? What a dime. Rennie not slowing down. They're up 40 points. This is their largest lead. 3 ball, no. Loose ball. Cass with 3 minutes left. Mid-range jumper off.
That's
Wade with a rebound.
2 rebounds for Wade since she came in the game.
Been active. We'll see a new bench for Cass in a moment. A.J. Simpkins about to empty it. Mount the other way. Maybe her first or last shot appearance here. She'll go line left and shoot 2.
She's going to make sure she doesn't get taken out. That's the only way you're not going to get subbed in.
That's right.
If you got to shoot some free throws.
That's right.
She saw everybody at the bench was like, not today, coach. I don't care if we're down 40. I'm finishing this game.
Mount with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and maybe the biggest win was her halftime award. Congratulations, she was awarded Miss PSL 2024 at the break. Well-deserved. Tough matchup tonight, at a lot of length, and a determined Renaissance team that's been on some kind of run this year in line to win their 18th game in 19 tries.
Yeah, tough matchup against Hardy, who just played an excellent game. And like I said, Kayla Mount didn't have a ton of help. When you're turning the ball over at the rate it is, you can't find her in the post, get it to her in her strength positions. It was a really tough night.
And Renaissance has done this to a lot of teams this year. Left elbow pass, corner, Vinson. This is Arion Vinson who's checked in, the junior, but the stick back is good, and that is Autry with another bucket. Right wing three, air ball, great save and effort to get a second chance opportunity and a deuce, and how about it? Bucket by number 34 or 32, Janiah Jenkins.
Yeah, nice looking stroke on that one. He's able to knock it down.
Long with a three. Rebound ripped off by Borum, who's checked in. And across the timeline is Drew Donahoe, a freshman that A.J. Simpkins is very excited about.
Yeah, this is what you like to see in a game like this, though, at the end. Both coaches getting their bench some experience, letting them feel the intensity.
As the clock continues to run, and that is intentional. It's a 39-point lead. The clock is running, and this ball game is 15 seconds away from being official. Donahoe for three, short. And the rebound pulled off by Mariah Bradshaw, the junior. She'll go on the run and have it blocked by Donahoe. Out of bounds. That'll do it. That's the final play. It's all official. Detroit Renaissance and the Lady Phoenix have won their 4th straight city championship here tonight in Midtown Detroit at Wayne State Fieldhouse.
And what a dominant performance from beginning to end. There was really never a doubt in this game. And what they displayed with just the effort nonstop, the entire game, pressing, running the floor, doing the right things, making the right plays. Can't say enough about how well coached this team is, about how many athletes they have and can execute.
We'll talk to one of their best when we come back, a.k.a. our G of the game. Stick and I roll on in the postgame show from Wayne State Fieldhouse. Thanks for watching. We're not done yet. We're the Prep. Our G of the game is next. Don't miss it.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Renaissance is the champion of the PSL. Chad and Stick back with you. It was a dominating performance led by number 2, Anaya Hardy, 28 points, 12 rebounds in the game. Kayla Mount, Miss PSL, had a tough matchup, Stick. She was their best today, but there were so many from Renaissance that chipped in this win. This is going to be a tough team to beat.
Completely, especially when they have it going like they did today. You know, we're talking about Hardy doing 11 of 13 from the floor, most of her stuff right near the basket. But then you got Michaela Johnson knocking down 7 of 13 three-pointers too. And then back to Hardy, 12 rebounds, 7 of them offensive. Wow. And I know Cass Tech was playing a zone, and sometimes it's hard to match up with that zone. But my goodness, allowing that many offensive rebounds. And wow, there's a cool moment too for Kristen Sanders. 1,000 points. You can do that in high school basketball. You are a high-level scorer. Tonight, they really didn't need her to put up a ton. She only put up 5 points, 2 for 15 from the field. But in general, she's a scorer. And then other stats that stood out to me, 8 of 16 from three-point land for Renaissance in the second half, 1 of 14 for Cass Tech to go with their 25 turnovers.
I think that 25 turnovers was a big number, especially for a team like Renaissance that can turn those live ball turnovers into quick offense in transition the way they run the floor.
Yeah, it was unbelievable just how many quick hands. Like I said, at one point it looked like they were playing with 8-9 players out there, because even when they were triple teaming in the post, they had 2 people up top to steal the pass that was coming out of the triple team. It was wild to watch. A great team effort all the way around. Renaissance got to be extremely happy.
23 points for Michaela Johnson, as Stick mentioned, 7 triples on 13 tries. And again, the Christian Sanders 5 points, but she did get her 1,000th point. Congratulations to her. And congratulations to our G of the game, who will join us in just a moment right here live. And it's none other than our G of the game and the Louisville commit, Anaya Hardy. And how about it? Renaissance wins this ball game, and Anaya Hardy was unstoppable tonight. 28 points, 11 of 13 from the floor, 12 rebounds, a few steals, and a couple of blocks. Yep. Congratulations. What a game for you. How does it feel to win the city title 4 straight years?
It feels really good to be able to do it back to back to back to back. I knew we had it in us, so I wasn't worried.
Talk about your senior year. And you've been in this program, 4 years. You're committed to Louisville. You've got everything in the bag. But I know that state title is something you want.
Yeah, definitely. This game is mostly just to help us get there, basically. Like, we're thinking of each game as the state game, so we're not taking each competition lightly. Like, yeah, it's Cass, but we're imagining we're somewhere else.
What were the feelings coming into this game? You had handled Cass already twice earlier in the year. Was there concern? You hear a lot about third time, you know.
We really weren't worried. We just know if we played our game, then they really can't do anything with us.
How about your teammate, Michaela Jackson, 7 of 13 from downtown, 23 points.
Yeah, that was crazy. I knew she had it in her. She gets in her head sometimes, but this game she was feeling it, so she was just letting me go, and it was really working out for her.
The commitment to Louisville, talk about it, when it happened, how comfortable you are with it, and how excited you are about it.
So when I first went on my visit there, it just felt like everything was perfect, and I wanted to commit like right on the spot, but I still had some more visits planned, so I went to some more, and I couldn't shake that feeling I had when I went there. So I was like, this has to be the place I go to. So I committed, and I feel so happy with that decision.
Congratulations. Any plans on what you're going to study yet?
I like engineering. I've always liked math and science a lot.
Awesome. The world needs more of you. And people who can put in 28 and 12, study engineering. Congratulations. You got a bright, bright future. It was a pleasure to watch you today. Congratulations. You're our G of the game.
Thank you.
All right. There she is, Anaya Hardy. 28 points, 12 rebounds, senior headed to Louisville. And she's got big things ahead of her. Engineer, professional basketball, she's got a lot of options. But she really controlled this game, dominated it. And it's the Lady Phoenix with a win here tonight in the city championship, 66-27 over Cass Tech. All right, 2 games in the books, 1 more to go. The boys city title about to get decided. Congratulations to Detroit Renaissance and their 4th straight PSL city championship. For Sam Stick Day, Alex Westfall, and the Prep production crew, my name's Chad Bush. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.